Welcome back. If you are looking for a 55 plus community, this is the time of year where you own the land. I know those lot rents are not for everybody, and yet have a very reasonable HOA and can still get real value for your money. This is one that you need to watch and understand before you buy. Today we're in Florence Gardens, and I'm also going to walk you through some things that people don't always explain clearly, especially when it comes to manufactured homes and financing. We get these calls all the time, and people are completely blown away and surprised when they find out some of these homes they can't get financing on. And don't get me wrong, in our 55 plus sector, we do see a lot of cash. I'd say when I first started my career, we saw a lot more cash, but these days a lot of people are leveraging some of their money and allowing the bank to finance for them a decent chunk of it, just for affordability reasons. So Florence Gardens is a 55 plus active adult community here in Florence, Arizona, which is just outside the outskirts of Santan Valley. So if you've heard of Santan Valley, Queen Creek, East Valley, that's where we're talking about. And what makes it stand out is you own the land. You'll find that many of the manufactured parks in the East Valley have what we call lot rent. We've talked about it in prior videos, where you do not own the land and you don't have any control over the fact that the lot rent really increases every single year, and some of those jumps are quite high and uncomfortable. It does have an HOA. The HOA is very affordable at just about $600 a year. That is extremely reasonable for most of our 55 plus communities, and it's a resident run HOA. It covers access to your community amenities like the clubhouse, social events, the pool, the spa, the pickleball, fitness spaces. There's a library, and of course golf nearby. This is a large established community with a strong social component. So if you like activities, events, and neighbors, who actually know each other, that's a big plus here. Now let's talk about this home specifically, because it's not your typical layout. This home started out as a single wide manufactured, but a finished addition was added that essentially changes how this home specifically lives. And this addition was done really well. We see this a lot with manufactured homes where people add on to the sides of them, take the covered patio and, build it in as an actual usable space or a garage. In this particular situation, it was done with great workmanship, and it looks just like the rest of the home, if not actually more updated than the other side of this home. So this add-on includes a second living room, which is quite large, a very large bedroom, larger than the original 2 bedrooms, and a spacious bathroom right off of that new bedroom that has, the sink, the toilet, your shower, great closet space. And then on that side of the home, there are mini split systems for heating and cooling for that particular space. The reason I bring that up is a lot of folks will put in these additions, but then they just really can use them through the winter. There is no heating and cooling, and they are not usable spaces in our summer here with our extreme heat. So this creates something you don't often see here in our manufactured homes. The original side, the 2 bedrooms shared a bathroom in the middle, so nobody had their own specific bathroom. On the new side, that bedroom that now feels like the primary bedroom has its own specific private bathroom, which feels separate and intentional. Right now in Florence Gardens, as of today, when I pulled the numbers, there were 21 homes for sale with prices ranging anywhere from $140,000 upwards of $290,000. The lower end ones are going to be primarily the single manufactured homes, with the upper ones being those double wide manufactured homes. That's a wide range, which means that buyers are comparing condition, layouts, upgrades, and financing options very closely. And we see a wide range of everything from original to folks that have really done a great job updating their home. Homes that are clean, documented, easy to finance, they definitely rise to the top. Now this is the part that I really want buyers to understand, not because manufactured home financing follows a different rule book, but knowing this upfront saves time and stress. First of all, on those lot rents or land leases, you can't do traditional financing. Those, if you can get financing on those, are called chattel loans, kind of like a personal loan. But since these homes are owned land, you can get traditional financing, but we need to talk about that real quick. And here's why. Most lenders require that the home was built after June of 1976, when HUD standards went into effect. So if you're looking at a 1974 home, guess what? You're not going to get traditional financing on it. That's typically going to be a cash transaction. In practice, many lenders simply say that 1978 or newer, because it's just easier that they make sure nothing is too close to that date specific timeline. So as I mentioned, homes built before that, they often require cash or specialty financing. And movement history matters. Many lenders require that a manufactured home has not been moved, or has only been moved once from the factory to its original site. If it's been moved beyond that, then that also throws you out of that financing category. Land ownership, like Florence Gardens, it helps, but it doesn't override everything. It's a huge plus, but the home still has to meet age and installation and foundation standards for most loans. This does not mean that manufactured homes are hard to finance. We do it all the time. They're just more specific. And you've also potentially heard of the term tie downs. I want to clear up a big misconception about tie downs. People hear about tie downs and they think hurricane or Florida. That's not what this is about. In Arizona, the tie downs are also called anchoring systems and are required by lenders to protect against high winds and monsoon storms. It sounds weird, but they do prevent shifting or uplift over time. It helps maintain the structural integrity of the home. This isn't just a safety issue, it's definitely a finance and insurance issue. So most lenders and insurance companies will require confirmation that the home is properly anchored. They have the report that can be sent over for that. It meets HUD installation standards and is on an approved foundation system. No tie downs often means fewer financing options, and that's just kind of a reality. The good news is we work with a trusted vendor who can handle this tie down installation if needed, and the HUD certification. It's not a huge stumbling block. It's something that we deal with on a regular basis, and we have workarounds with qualified people. So if a buyer needs documentation or updates to meet these loan requirements, it's not a dead end, and the seller usually pays for this as well. It's a solvable step, and we walk people through this all the time. So Florence Gardens, you own the land, very low annual HOA, active social community. This home has a layout that you rarely see in this price range. So here's the deal, we're real people selling real homes at all price ranges. We have everything from a $6+ million home right now that you may have seen the video on, to numerous $50,000 manufactured in a park with lot rents. Everybody deserves help. If you want more information on this particular HOA, the financing options, or just a walkthrough to see how this home really lives, we're your people. Reach out and message us.